All right, so it's at the end of the week, and that means it's time for you to check all your social medias, see what's working, see what doesn't work, and really try to improve yourself. Hey, how's it going? My name is Earl, and I am trying to grow my social media page from 0 to 100K with all the necessary tools, all the courses that I'm taking, and just trying to make it work. And today I'm going to be going over my Instagram metrics and go over the things of three big things I want to do. See what's working, see what's not working, and what to do next. I think a lot of people online definitely share their post kind of like analysis of how they got there, or they're already at 100K, but they kind of never tell you what the weekly stuff looks like. So really want to go change that. So I'm going to switch off to the desktop view, and then we'll go from there and look at my metrics. All right. So, hey, I just pulled up my Instagram page here on the website so I can do this, and I'm doing a screen record so you can see everything here. All right. So here's my web page, or my Instagram so far. All right. So today is the 9th of March. I've done 12 posts total since I started this page. But since I joined a marketing group, this is more of like I have these brand new followers. So I have 17 followers now, and then I'm following 62 people. Again, this is all my stuff. So let's just get into the metrics. If you guys didn't know, on Instagram, you can pull up your dashboard. Depending on the account that you have, you can pull up all these metrics for our creative tools. Now, it's a little different on on a web browser, but it's a little more intuitive on the actual like phone itself. So you go to Insights right here, and let's just go to account. So we're going to do a last 30-day poll. So a couple things. What am I looking for here? Again, I'm trying to figure out what's working, what's not working, and then what to do next. Two things I want to look at. Or two or three things. I want to look at the impressions. I want to look at views, and I want to look at most engaged. Now, impressions doesn't really mean anything. I just want to see what the outreach kind of does, and then views actually, to me matter right now because I want to get eyes on talking about the funnel and looking at your social equity funnel, as long as your creative funnel and everything. You definitely want to get views. So for the last 30 days, I've only had 753 views. Pretty good right here. That there is definitely a lot of non-followers, which is what I want to do, and with a total accounts of 551 that's being reached, it's not bad. So by content as well, I'm really pushing out reels. Makes sense. Now, let's go look at the views as well. Just by looking at all, let's going to do a see all real quick. And mind you that my internet's not that fast right now. It's just a little slow. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Looks like my top performing stuff that I have, minus all the stuff that I have in the back or in the previous, where I created a reel where I just kind of was freely talking and I was just showing my frustrations. Let's see what this sounds like right here. This is the one where, Okay. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I got to share one thing. And starting from zero and just starting from the bottom is so discouraging. Right? Okay. All right. So just based off that, I'm looking at the accounts right here. Let's go move this to the side just a little bit. There you go. I'm looking at, so a lot of non-followers, 7 interactions. Pretty cool. So 5 likes, 2 comments. And this is mainly because of the marketing group that I joined. A lot of supporting followers, which is what I want to do. I want to make sure I attract those people first, and then actually attract customers and get, in closing out, different customers as well. I mean, that's the end goal. So, no profile activities though. So seems like people just kind of watched it just to watch. And I mean, since this is my most high performing thing right now, I think what works here is I'm showing my face. I am doing all the things that I can be open about and explaining my frustrations, and also, linking to a couple people that I follow already. Again, I mentioned there was Money with Mac And she is, I've been following her with her Etsy store and all that stuff, and I thought it was pretty cool. She came from like literally starting from almost like 0 videos to now making, her very own independent lifestyle with just Etsy, and she's cranking out videos like nothing and traveling, which is pretty awesome. I admire that a lot. And I was explaining that in the video. So I think that's what works. Here's what doesn't work. Obviously it's not a lot of likes, not a lot of comments, and I just got it from new people. I think what doesn't work here is that there's like, even though there is a sense of being honest and also being very open to your actual kind of frustrations and everything, I think it only works for so many platforms. So I think YouTube might work. I think TikTok might work, but I think Instagram doesn't really push that out. I think Instagram really pushes out good quality content, and I think that's how I kind of structured out social media platforms. So I think this might work elsewhere on a different platform. I'm going to try to keep it like that, but we'll see how that goes. All right, moving on to let's go back one more. Let's go count. Okay, so interactions, 36 interactions. I think that's not that bad. I think what works on this one is, this was a still image, by the way, and it had the most interactions, 8 likes, 1 comment, and it just goes like this. Audio in the background. So audio background hits it. Then I just said a quote that linked to my Threads and X account, and I just use that. I saw a couple of trends that kind of do it that way. So, I might bank on this. A lot of non-followers. Actually, let's move this to the side. A lot of non-followers, again, which is really good. Got a comment. And I think what works for this one is because of this niche and the niche that I'm in, where it's just like part motivation, but also like, hey, get your stuff done and working. Like, I don't think I have a lot of eyeballs yet, which is completely fine. I think eventually I will reach it there. It's just more of, this is what's working right now, so let's double down on it, right? So doubling down on this is completely fine with me, with accounts reach of 168. So yeah, I think this is what works, I think, for Instagram. It's quick, it's quality, and I'm repurposing some X content and putting it back onto here and then just looping it back over. I can probably talk more about that strategy probably in the next video on how to leverage all social media platforms. But also I'm thinking that it may or may not work that way. It's just more of, hey, this is what I'm going for right now. Let's stick with it. Okay, I think from here, total impressions, we can go down. Profile views, 70 profile or 68 profile visits, which is great, and then 17 new followers, right? All right, so what am I doing next? First, let's go look into it's a super funny thing, because this was a video that I made. This is a video that I made like last year. And so what I'm doing is, while I'm traveling and while I don't have time, I'm actually using old videos and then repurposing it and really figuring out the niche. So like, I got the B-roll, which is great. I think I suggest a lot of people that just go film your B-roll. I actually have a whole list of things that I can actually add later on to this video about like, hey, what you should do if you want to film yourself, if you don't want to go faceless. But my thing is, I really enjoyed this video, and I think this is definitely part of the content creation process. I didn't get a lot of likes on it or whatever, or a lot of accounts reached on it, but I really enjoyed it. This is what the video
got
looks.
everything you need for you to rock your body now. Everybody now.
And so, yeah, it does an infinite loop back and everything. So the whole point of this was like, teaching camera angles, B-roll film, but also doing it from your iPhone 15. This is all done from my iPhone 15 Pro at 4K 60 FPS with, with a lot of like LUT filters that go with it to make it a little more cinematic. I've been playing with a lot of cinematic stuff as well. Like that's like my thing. I'm trying to be the subject sometimes, or try to film other people to do it, and I kind of figure out that that's my thing. I just want to make sure that I can share that with other people. So what I think is working for this one is, I think teaching along the way for growing this page is the best part. I want to say that based off all the videos that I've seen, the first portion or the first part of the strategy of growing your page is just give out the information. Just give out as much as possible. So share these videos, share these things where you're sharing how to do camera angles, LUT filters, what equipment you're using, just share it all. And then once you figure out and build your, once you start getting your eyeballs onto your page, I think that's when you start closing in on a potential customer, and then making sure your CTR is good after that. But right now I'm in that phase where I am just trying to get more eyeballs into this page, literally starting from zero, starting from nothing. So, this is the first page. This is the first review. This is the first week, and hopefully this kind of works out. I'm just going to post this raw and see how it goes. And yeah, we'll go from there.